had a good time yesterday at the junkyard. I'm going to show you something now. I've just disconnected the pump energizing wire that sends 12 volts to the diesel injection pump to allow fuel to flow. So I'm also going to disconnect. I left the fan on last night with my power windows hooked to my power locks, which allows the windows to operate without the key being on, so the fan was running all night. I just didn't charge the batteries more than a few minutes by driving here a few blocks. Anyways, one of the fellows that watches my videos, Monte Carlo SS, just bought a 87 3/4 ton pickup that's been sitting since 1991, so it's on the road for 4 years, 60,000 something miles, and the motor turns a few degrees, not very much. It sort of turns like this, just a little bit. Anyhow, I was just thinking about it, and I think to pull off his valve covers to see if he has any stuck valves, he has to remove the injection lines completely. What a bugger that is. I'm trying to think what's wrong. I think his starter is okay. It sounds like his starter is good. Anyhow, just for fun, I'm going to crank this engine with the solenoid disconnected from the injection pump or whatever you call it, the plunger that allows fuel to flow. So when I turn the key forward, there'll be no glow plug relay because that's disconnected. Something's clicking. And this thing will just crank, and we'll see how fast it cranks. See what a good crank is supposed to sound like when you have good connections on your side terminal batteries. Junk. I've got a top terminal over here with some adapters. Side terminals are alright, but they're hard to tighten just right because it's soft lead and a short bolt, 3/8 bolt. So let's crank this baby up and see what a good sounding starter sounds like. This is a Napa starter that was on the truck when I bought it in San Francisco a couple of years ago. It's going to be 3 years now. Crank her up! Starting to slow down a bit. The batteries aren't fully charged. So one other thing that Monte Carlo SS had asked me, I'll plug this relay back in. It's so sunny here, you can hardly see anything. One other thing he asked me, are marine batteries strong enough? And I said, yeah, they're just made for a deep drain. This is, got here. Oh yeah, it just rubbed off the number. That's funny. 600 cold cranking amps at 0 Fahrenheit, minus 18 Celsius, and 750 at 32. So this is a so-so battery, middle of the road. And this Never Start here from Wally World is a 900 at 32, and at 0 it's 770, so it's a somewhat better, stronger battery. If you want to get the best ones, you get the 1000 or the 1100s. But any good battery, fully charged, even a marine battery, they just don't have as much juice at the beginning, the so-called surface charge. Any good battery will crank up a diesel, as long as all the connections are clean and tight. Very important, otherwise you melt the solenoid and cook the starter. So, drain the batteries by heating up the glow plugs, and turn the key. Crank her up! Runs pretty well for 245,000 miles. Oh yeah, what are the friggin' birds doing in my garbage? Oh yeah. Good stuff here. Oh yummy. Mmm. Oh yeah. Ugh. Let's close the lid. Keep the squirrels out as best we can. They just keep eating away. Alright, that's it. 4 minutes of gobbledygook. How's my junk doing in the back here? I've been shifting it around a little bit. Battery tray, speakers I found in the trash. Torch I took back from the guy with my Chevrolet CD from the S10. I don't know if I'm going to have the code for this radio. Kokomo, Indiana, United Radio Service. Delco lock. United Radio, East Syracuse, New York, 2001 inspection. Okay, couple of car shows I have to go to, so don't forget. You know that I almost didn't make it to the New Hampshire car show? I was going to leave Saturday night and be there first thing Sunday morning, and luckily 4Carb Corvair sent me an SMS text message to tell me that he was almost there, and I hadn't even thought of leaving till that night. The show's on Saturday. Dope. That was my alternator belt. All right, enough of this gibberish. Otis, thanks for looking. Beautiful day, sunny sky. Goodbye.